When there are 36 hours to go on our Kickstarter. Thank you so much for watching the replay. Nobody, we're live, but nobody's here yet. So wanted to say a special thank you to you. If you're catching this within the first 36 hours, the Kickstarter is live. You can go check it out. We've got the QR code up here. Um, but if you're catching it afterwards, the community is still open. You can still join, and you also can look for updates in the description of what's happening with the book journal hybrid that we created called Five Smooth Stones. So I want to make this quick, easy. Want you to see the value of the Wealth Wisdom financial community and what we have in there. Everybody who backs the Kickstarter is going to get 1 month free of checking out this community, seeing how it benefits them. And big news, big exciting thing to share. Next Thursday at around this time, we're going to be doing the after party for the Kickstarter. We do a financial freedom hour twice a month in the Wealth Wisdom financial community where we bring the community together. We're live, we talk about things. We do not record it for privacy's sake, and we can just hang out together and move our financial journeys forward. So we're turning next Thursday's financial freedom hour into the after party for the Kickstarter. So if you're a backer, you're totally invited. You want to save Thursday, September 28th at, let me confirm actually, I believe it's 11 a.m. Eastern, but it might be noon Eastern. Let me actually make sure you get the exact time. Yeah, 11 a.m. Eastern time next Thursday. So exactly a week from now, if you're watching this live, we'll be doing the after party for the Kickstarter. If you're don't know what the Kickstarter is, check it out. If you're catching it after the Kickstarter is closed, you're not invited to the no, you can still come to the after party by joining the community as a premium member. So let me go through a little bit of what it is that I'm talking about here, and we'll go from there. I also have, if you are a backer and you're watching this video on the replay or you're watching it live, I'm going to reveal another new surprise at the end of this video. So keep watching all the way to the end. The first surprise is that we have an after party planned next Thursday, September 28th at 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay, now for a little bit of the nuts and bolts of what the community is, who it's for, all those things. So I'm actually going to share my screen to dig into this a little bit. So I have up a couple things for us to look at. Entire screen. Why not just share my entire screen? Okay, here it is. So this is the wealthwisdomfp.com/community. That's where you go anytime to join the community. If you're a backer of the Kickstarter, you're going to get a private link to where you can redeem your 1 month free on the community. By the way, if you are joining live or later, if you have any questions, you can put them into the chat or the description or comment on this video wherever you're watching it, and I'll see it. So this is the page to join. We do have a free level. What the Kickstarter backers are getting are the premium level. So it's a $49.99 value. We did have some super early birds. You're going to get this nice annual over here, which means you also get all of our step-by-step quests. Congratulations if you're one of those first super early bird specials. And then, of course, there are some early birds that are going to get 3 months of the premium. So you just don't get the quest and you only get 3 months instead of a year. So that's this is kind of the layers of membership. Everybody can join this free member part, and I'll show you when we go into the community what you get with that free, and then the premium and the annual. The only difference is how often you pay and if you get the quests as well. So if I go, here's my tab showing inside the community. If you're not familiar with Mighty Networks, one of the things I love is that it feels like a social media platform. And so here I've got my feed. I can do discovery where I ask it, show me things that I wouldn't discover on my own, events, I can connect with other members. And then there's all these things that are called spaces. I'll get to those next. But then I can also, let's say I have a question about some random thing, I can use the search bar here at the top to search for that random thing and see if it's mentioned anywhere in the community, which is really cool. And then I can also go over here to my profile, change my notifications, to get notified by email or by a push on my phone. There is a smartphone app for the community. How do you want to do all those things? That's all here. I can also chat with other members. I love when people chat me. So if you're in the community, chat me. Would love to see that. And the notifications is here too. But you'll see, like on the feed, it takes all the things from all the spaces down here and gives you either a personal feed, an everything, a from just the host, things that are, if you want to see just polls and questions, if you want to read articles, you want to check out events, you can kind of sort them that way. And then you can also sort by last activity, what's popular, what's newest, what's close to me, things like that too. Um, so what we have for the free members is this Commonwealth, which includes, I'm actually just going to click on Commonwealth so it pulls up the different spaces that are included in the Commonwealth. So if you're a client, you have the client hub. If you're not a client, right, that's secret. You wouldn't actually see that. But you get the Alm in Calm. You get the Alm announcements and news where you just share exciting things, previews of what's coming, questions about what you'd like to see next, things like that. They have the lounge. This is where you can share things. Maybe you have a podcast and you want to share a link to your podcast there. Fun things, ask a question. That's also where we hold the events. We do a fun Friday every week, things like that. Millionaire Mondays is one of my favorite parts. These say premium just because the community is private. You have to join it to be able to see all these things. Um, that's part of why it says premium. And you might not even see some of the details. I'm in the host side, so that's why mine might look a little different. But what I want to show you with this Millionaire Mondays is every single Monday for the last year and a half or so, we've been publishing these little quick motivational thought pieces of how would a millionaire think of a concept. So this month we're doing a theme of identity and we're going through that. I realize this is getting kind of long, so I'm going to go kind of quickly from here. Last month we did, kind of a end of summer theme. We've done a freedom theme, right? You can go back and look for themes, like deal making was a theme one month and so forth, and kind of see how they build on top of each other. So kind of fun there. Then now let's go into what the premium people get. So the financial freedom hours, twice a month, we do a financial freedom hour. It's typically the second and the fourth Thursdays. So this financial freedom hour is the one that's going to be the Kickstarter after party. And then all the other ones are listed. Do move some around for things like holidays. So we might move this 28th to the 21st or something, or whatnot. Founding members cohort was for some people that were helping me create the 5 Smooth Stones and getting previews of it. So thanks for the people that are in that cohort. That's not something that's open currently. These quests, the Curb the Chaos, actually is included with the free membership. The business owners build your success dashboard is included with the premium membership. And then the other 3 are included with the premium annual, or they're available as just one-off purchase as well. So if you want to think more about budgeting, if you're implementing profit first, you want to learn more about banking yourself, those quests are there. And then we have this amazing library full of things. We have the Still framework. So your money can really only go 5 places: to savings, taxes, investing, liabilities, or lifestyle. So we have those as different spaces where you could say, I'm trying to get out of debt. Let me go to liabilities. And then there are articles here where you can think of, or I'm thinking about going into debt. How much should I go into? Those kind of things, or you can get some information just about debt and liabilities. And then we have a portfolio building, kind of bringing those things together, estates, leaving your legacy, kind of assorted different things that didn't really fit into a category. One of my favorite things here is where I share the PAR method, which is a great way to make sure that we're preparing, we're acting, and we're reflecting. And we are including all of those in our journey. a little controlling risk, which is kind of a lifestyle choice if you want to sleep well at night. But it's very much a category in its own. And then, of course, expanding our income so we have more fuel to put into the full still. And of course, that's organized in a way so it says peace, right? We wanted to create this space that's more about less stress, more calm, more still, more peace, really bringing that into people's lives. So that's the nuts and bolts of it. That's what you get when you are a member of the community. The free members get Alm or Calm, and the premium members get the other things here as listed. And then, of course, premium annual get all the quests, not just the first two. If you have not yet backed the Kickstarter, the link is in the description. It is over here. We are super excited about seeing this journal slash book, right? It's got information as well as places to process that information, get into people's hands. And it's about 36 hours, again, actually probably less now, 35 and a half, until the Kickstarter is gone forever. So this is your chance. Go there, become a backer, help us make this happen. Oh, I'm logged in, so I'm seeing all this stuff. You wouldn't see all these things on the side here. But you can see different reward tiers. As of this recording, there is still one early bird. No, wait, no, that's the journal. Early bird, 3 months. There's one left. So you could totally still get that if it's still there. It could disappear like in the next couple minutes or so. And oh, so Brandon, of course, just messaged me. Love you, Brandon. He helped me create this journal. We did this together, and he wants to make sure I share how the community connects with the journal and the five smooth stones. So in the five smooth stones, the five stones are actually an acronym, and I shared this still framework here. Um, but actually, there's also the still method. So the framework is how your money can only do five things. The method is how do you take control of your money? How do you make it like do what you want it to do so that you fulfill your goals, hopes, and dreams? And so the five smooth stones come together to make that happen. And they are and also, they spell out the letter still, STILL. Set your sights, track your in and out, inspect your progress, look for the micro adjustment, and live deliberately. So, within the community, it's kind of built around those five smooth stones. So, for instance, if you look at the curb the chaos and you look at the quest material here, which everybody who even is a free member can access this, you see there's 5 days. We actually go through the 5 stones in each one of those days. So you get the support in the journal with here's an introduction to the 5 smooth stones, but you can also watch the video versions of the same concept that we recorded live with other people. So you with like space to process and do some of it. So we've got that support for you as well. And then let's see the financial freedom hours, we actually go through the still method together as a group, assuming that's what people want to do. So in the journal, the 12 weeks, you get a kind of a devotional, a thought piece, almost like our Millionaire Mondays, right? That you get to start the still method with. Then you get a place to kind of play around with it, reflect on what's in there in that thought piece. And then you go through STILL, the still method. You set your sights, you track your in and out for that week. We actually do that in financial freedom hours together as a group. And then we set up here's the micro adjustment. And then in between the financial freedom hours, you go live deliberately, come back and reflect and prepare, act and adapt. And we kind of go through that PAR method, right? PAR right here. And then, of course, the Millionaire Mondays are a great way after you get through the 12 weeks of the journal to keep going, to keep doing the still method on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, every other week, however often you want to touch base with your finances. And you use the Millionaire Mondays to check in on your mindset to get motivated, inspired to keep going. So we do have. Can't believe I didn't even mention this, a stretch goal that if we hit our goal, um, of the 30 our goal is 3775, but we also have this goal, if we double that to 7550, we're going to add a Kickstarter cohort. So you remember I mentioned here that we have this founding members cohort. We'd have this Kickstarter cohort where we might, once everybody's got the journal in their hands, or if you want to, before the journal's ever there, we'll start giving you some of that material and we'll actually go through the journal together as a cohort, and it'll be 13 videos that we post. You can watch them whenever you want throughout the week, but then you get to engage the community, support each other, encourage each other, and celebrate at some key moments throughout that 12-week journey. And we can decide, actually, we're going to do it for 13 weeks, kind of an intro week. And then 13 weeks, we can decide as a community, do we want to do that before everybody gets the physical journal? Do we want to do that when everybody has that in their hands? Maybe we do it both. We'll see. So if you back the Kickstarter, help us get to the stretch goal, that will be something that we'll add. Okay, I've talked for longer than I expected to. I want to reveal the surprise. So I mentioned before the surprise that we're adding the Kickstarter um, after party next Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern, Thursday, um, September 28th at 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can think. um, the So go and put that on your calendar. That was the first surprise. The second surprise is this. You just saw at the very beginning of this video that the community is currently listed at $49.99, and the if you purchase it monthly, or $499 if you purchase it for a year. What we're going to give to the Kickstarter backers when you claim your month free, or your 3 months free, or your 1 year free, depending on what reward tier you got, is your link. When it comes time to choose, do you want to keep going with the community, or are you done, after your 1 month, 3 months, or year? Your renewal rate, if you choose to stay, is not going to be $49. It's not even going to be $39. It's not even going to be $29. It's not even going to be $19. It's going to be $9.99 as our thank you for helping us get this project into people's hands, getting it launched, getting it into the world. If you want to stay part of the community, which why wouldn't you, right? Like, I think you will, then we want to give you that gift as well. So that you're not going to have to pay the full premium rate. You can get the community at that $9.99 rate, which is less than Netflix, if I remember correctly. I think it's $14.99. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't even know how much Apple TV is. But if you're, paying that for a streaming service that's just to entertain you, maybe you watch some documentaries on those. I think I'm maybe the only nerd that watches documentaries on streaming platforms. But this is really a way to embrace your financial future, make some awesome things happen, get to know people, build community and relationship. And I bet you'll recoup that $9.99 easily as you grow on your financial journey and from the things we share. For instance, you might have seen this week I posted a fall tax prep. Who else is going to be talking about fall tax prep? But there's probably some things you could do within the next 3 to 4 months to actually save more than $30, $40 in taxes next year, because you're having that awareness and that intention brought to you. You're watching a quick video and you're making things happen. Which, by the way, this video is like almost 20 minutes long now. I'm going to sign off. Most of the content within the community is 20 minutes or less. Often we try to keep it to 10 minutes or less. So if you're like, oh, more stuff I have to watch or be part of, that's not kind of how it goes. It's actually a much quicker, faster pace. Let's get you moving and seeing some cool things happen. Okay, I think that's it for now. I look forward to seeing you in the community. Again, you can join, you can back the Kickstarter if you're watching this after the Kickstarter is closed on Friday, September 22nd at 11:59 p.m. Then you can still check out the community. You can still become a member, and we're going to have some more information on the shop page on our website. Thanks for whoever from my team put that into the chat as well. Over on YouTube. Thanks again so much for being part of our community and watching this video. I'll hope to talk to you soon.